Hello everyone! Since there won't be a gameplay video today, I've decided a top 5 list. Originally I was going to do a more serious video like I did last time, but 2 serious videos after another is a little too much. So I'm going to do something a little more silly. So this top 5 is my top 5 guilty pleasure Pokemon. Now when I say guilty pleasure Pokemon, I mean Pokemon that probably usually aren't stereotypically liked by people like me, or Pokemon that aren't really liked in the fandom that much. Not in a different light. Alright, let's get this started. Number 5. Chansey. When I was little, Chansey was nothing more to me than that one Pokemon that was with Nurse Joy all the time. It didn't really do anything that would warrant a young child such as myself at the time to really get attached to it. But as time went on, Chansey became something more to me in the series than a lot of other Pokemon. For instance, Chansey was the first Pokemon that I memorized the National Dex number. Well, other than Bulbasaur, but he's number 1, so that doesn't really count. Also, Chansey and Blissey are in the overused here in competitive battling. This sucker is a tank. Plus, they're supposed to bring happiness to those who own it. Its red and blue Pokedex entry states, a rare and elusive Pokemon that is said to bring happiness to those who manage to get it. Happiness sounds pretty good if you ask me. Also, here's a little fun fact. You know how the emergency number in America is 911? Well, the number 113, which is Chansey's Pokedex number, is the medical emergency number in Norway. Number 4. Trubbish. You know, I can never understand why this Pokemon got the bad rap it always got. Even my close group of friends, I'm the only one that finds Trubbish as cute as a button. Even though it is a little garbage, I still think it's really cute. Now its evolution? Yes, I understand why that's not so liked so much. It looks quite ugly, but Trubbish is freaking cute. Plus a living bag of garbage is much more creative than a pile of gook. Now don't get me wrong, I love grammar and muck. It's just not as creative, nor is it as cute. Now, I don't do Little Cup competitive battling, but its Dream Ability Aftermath seems like it would be pretty devastating in that regard. Also, if Oscar the Gryph was a Pokemon trainer, he'd probably have a Trubbish on his team, if not Garbodor. Number 3. Vanillite. This is another Pokemon I didn't quite understand why people didn't like it so much. I mean, look at this thing. It's so freaking cute. A little ice cream cone that only wants your love? I mean, what's wrong with that? If I saw this Pokemon roaming around outside, I would run over and give it a giant hug. Well, actually I'd probably freak out because Pokemon existed and try to catch the little thing, but I would still hug the crap out of it. Also, their breath is negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. They can give people frostbite with only their breath. How cool is that? Plus, vanilla is the best flavor of ice cream. I'm just saying. Number 2. Sock. This one was a little difficult for me to decide. It was originally a tie between Sock and Emolga. But what finally made me decide on Sock was that Emolga was cute, so it was probably going to have a big fan base on that merit alone. Also, I've always really liked it, as well as some of my other friends. The funny ironic thing is that I honestly didn't really like Sock at first. At first I saw him as just another human-like fighting type, but eventually I warmed up to him. What finally made me really actually like him was the Pokemon anime. Let me explain really quickly. After hearing that Ash's Charizard was returning, I decided to catch up on the show, so I started watching where I had left off, which was episode 709, Battle for the Underground. Now a week or two ago I got to the episode 739, The Club Explosion Begins. While watching the Club Explosion episodes, I found myself cheering on Stefan more than Ash, and it was mostly because of his sock. What really struck home with me was that in these episodes was that Stefan,
and he still can't get my name right.
I'm sorry, I mean Stefan, and his sock had so much determination and will to win, which even though I'm not that great, is how I am with competitive battling. Plus this clip was with his sock in those episodes was pretty funny and awesome.
Now sock, use Bulk Up!
And the number 1 Pokemon is Clefairy. Now, unless you followed my Tumblr when I was doing the 50 Days of Pokemon thing, which I will get back to someday, you probably didn't see this one coming. Now, as much as I don't like to bring in fanfics or fan stories into how I view a character, I cannot do this for the life of me for Clefairy. Now, to those who don't know me, I'm a huge fan of the Nuzlocke Runs. When I was in high school, I spent all my free time on Nuzlocke forums reading other people's Nuzlocke runs. As a side note, Petty's Nuzlocke runs have gotta be one of my favorites. Now, after reading a run where the main protagonist caught a Clefairy and named it Decade, I couldn't wait for the run to update because I wanted to see how far the Clefairy got. I mean, you wouldn't think that a Clefairy would make it far, especially one who used Metronome all the time. Very quickly, he became one of my favorite Pokemon in her squad. And because of that run, whenever I catch a Clefairy in any Pokemon game, whether it's a Nuzlocke run or not, I name her Millennia in tribute. Thank you for watching my top 5 guilty pleasure Pokemon. If you guys have a guilty pleasure Pokemon or agree with my decision on one of them, please put that in the comment section below. Also, if you guys have an idea on what kind of thing I should do for the next video that's kind of like this, put that in the comment section below as well. Please join me next time for the last episode of Journey. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching my video. Adios, everyone.